What's up, crew? We're back with our week 2 of our Let's Play on Maizy Lou Farms. So, let's go ahead and jump in there and get started. So, a lot of things that I want to do on today's episode. Got a lot of things that we need to do anyways. So, we need to get a water point in and get the water distributor in. We've got to finish the fields that we were working on. The contracting field we need to finish. We need to finish... I think we got all the plowing done. But we need to do the line and the fertilizing and the stone picking. Stone picking, I think we're just going to try to roll them in. So let's get over here and find out where exactly we are at. So, this guy is done with the plow. So let's get him back over here and at least drop off the plow real quick. Then we'll come back. We'll get a worker started on the liming on that field. Let's see. I think this plow will fit in just fine right here. Oop. That's what I wanted. Alright, so let's go back down there and get the lime started on this one. So, how's everybody doing today? Did you guys enjoy the first episode? I didn't get a lot of comments on what we need to plant in that other field. So we will be doing a completely randomizer thing on that to find out what we're going to be doing with that field. So that is good to go. Let's go ahead and start the AI worker for that. Cool. So we do need to finish this contract as well. But what I want to do first is I want to get a water point on the farm. So let's go to containers. So we do have these. I don't remember if those charge for water or not. I know this one does not, but it is fairly large. So open air, okay. So what if we were to put this right here? It's kind of out of the way, but it's still able to be there. Okay. So we have our water source there. And then we also need to throw in our water distributor. Maybe we put that in right there in that area too. I think it's going to be under factories. Yep, there it is. We will put that right there as well. So now we have water, We have our water distributor to distribute it to our greenhouses. Next thing that we'll need to do is get a water trailer. See how long that's going to take to fill up. And also start putting that in there and get that turned on and get to the greenhouses. Right now we don't have to worry about it too much because there is water in the greenhouses already. I just wanted to make sure that we had them set that way when we needed it we would be able to have it. So right now they've got 33,000 water in them. Well, that one does. And then the mushroom one has, let's see, 6,022 water in it. So they have water in it for now, so it's not something that we need to fully worry about at this exact moment, because we're going to need the tractor for that anyways. A worker stopped unexpectedly. Tank is empty. Already? Okay. Dang, that was quick. It's not even 6 minutes into the program. Alright, well, let's get some fertilizer, lime in this and get going back on that field. I thought I filled it up just before we ended the last episode, but maybe I didn't. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Then we need to figure out what we're doing with that field over there. So, get this field back up. Get this worker back out onto the field. We'll go finish up that baling contract, and we'll go from there. So, let's get this going again. Lower that, turn that on, and off we go. So, as I was saying, last episode, or the first episode, we talked about letting the viewers choose what we were going to do in that small field over there on that other side. I didn't get any comments on what crop they wanted, or that you guys wanted me to put in there. So what we're going to do is I will pull up a spinner randomizer, and we will completely randomize what crop we're going to do. We'll put all the crops in there, and we will see what we're going to plant in that. So I'm going to try and hurry up and get this done first. That way, if it's something that we can plant this month, then we will do it this month. Especially since this month ends with the 1 day. Unlike the next couple of months, we're going to have 4-day months. since this is the initial first day, the month is just a 1-day month. And there's no way for me to change that. So I may end up potentially, depending on how long this field takes me to do, if it is something that we can plant, I may reduce the time just because it's the first day, to, instead of it being times 5, to being times like 2 or 3. So we can just get that crop in the ground. But if not, then we're not going to worry about it, and we'll just start our 4-day month in September. And I really wish we could choose what month we actually got to start on. I think that would be a really cool feature. Still keep seasons on, but let us choose the month that we start on. I get why they do it, right? They want it to be a set time frame, and with it being in August just before winter, that sets it to another difficulty to have it done. But I really wish like we could set it to be, if I want it to be like a full year, set it in January and let it go from there. That's one thing that I think would be a cool feature to have. But we get what we have and we go from there, right? But we're almost done with this field, hopefully. We have what? Oh, we've got quite a few lines still. Disregard that. We're almost done. I hope that we can get it done in this episode. This episode's only going to be an hour. It's not going to be an hour and a half. The reason that I went ahead and had the first episode be an hour and a half was we probably spent the first half of that episode, or at least a half hour worth, of seeing what type of equipment we had, where our farm was, kind of getting an idea of the layout of the map, and just kind of getting set up type thing. So that's why that one was a little bit longer. These are going to be most likely no more than an hour long, or right at an hour long every week. So alright, well, I guess we're going to kick on with this, and we're going to throw on some tunes, and I'll be back when the field's done.
Dust on the steel, rust in the rain. Time's got a grip it won't explain. Shadows dance where the fire once burned. Lessons in silence are never unlearned. Dust on the steel, dreams in the air. Life moves on, but it don't play fair. Echoes of a hammer, memory concealed, lost in the song of the dust on the steel. A broken plow, a field gone dry. The weight of the world beneath the sky. Calloused hands held the future tight, but it slipped away in the dead of night. Dust on the steel, dreams in the air. Life moves on, but it don't play fair. Echoes of a hammer, memory concealed, lost in the song of the dust on the steel. Every scar tells a tale untold of hearts that burned and hands that hold, Rust may claim what's left behind, but it can't erase what's etched in time. Dust on the steel, dreams in the air. Life moves on, but it don't play fair. Echoes of a hammer, a memory concealed, lost in the song of the dust on the steel. Gravel hearts on a dusty road, carrying dreams with a heavy load. Steel guitar singing through the air, love and life tangled everywhere. Boots are worn, but the spirit's strong. Every mile's a story, every scar a song. The sky's wide open, the past in view. Gravel hearts keep pushing through. Gravel hearts and steel guitars, chasing light beneath the stars. Every string pulls us apart, but it always leads back to the heart. The wind
Alright, so this worker has finished his task. So I think the only other field that we need to have lined is the small field up here. So we're going to run up there and double check on that. Might fill up with lime again, just so we have it. While that's doing that, let's run over here and check. I'm pretty sure that it still needs lime, because I think all I did was I finished the plowing process to it. Yeah, still needs lime. So we'll come right here. And we continue on from here. We've only got a few more lines left, and then we should be done with this. So I don't think I'm going to have to worry about changing the time or anything. At least not yet, anyhow. Depends on what our crop is going to be. That's going to be the big one. That will decide whether or not we reduce the time or not. So just as a quick reminder, voting, I'm recording this on technically Saturday for it to come out on Wednesday. Oh, I missed. For it to come out on Wednesday. But as of right now, it looks like the vote for the Variety Game Friday, or Freestyle Friday, so far Minecraft is winning. So if Minecraft is the one that wins, then I will be setting up a hardcore world, and that'll air in just 2 days on Friday from when this episode goes out. This episode will be out on Wednesday, so it'll be out on Friday. Voting on that ended on Monday, or will end on Monday. So if you're watching this, the voting has already ended, and we will already know what game it is that we're going to be playing. But as of right now, Minecraft is leading the way with, I think, 43% of the votes. Kind of surprised me at the start of the votes when this episode went live on Wednesday, and I put the vote out on Wednesday. Roller Coaster Tycoon took the early lead on that. So Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. So that may be... Ooh, I am all over the place. So that might be another game that we look into doing as well, because it seemed to be a popular choice at the beginning of the voting season for that. And I also, not only do I have Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I've got the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 Deluxe and backup or add-on DLC, whatever you want to call it, pack. So I have more than just the original game for it. So we have plenty of things to play on that for different worlds and whatnot. And then I've also got Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as well. So those will probably be in the runnings for another vote at another time. So we'll see if we can't get those in. But who knows? They may win this week. I don't know. I just know that right now, on Saturday, the 19th, Minecraft is the early leader so far and is leading the pack with about 43% of the votes. So we'll see which one that's going to be and which one I'm going to be. Oh, I need to pay attention. Yeah, that one we're going to have to move a different way. Oh, it moved itself out of the way. So let's go back this way and catch it. We're currently at 95% complete on this, so should be able to get this done. Let's see if I can't move it back up here a little bit, so I can get around and get in there. So we should be done with this contract here any moment, and then we get to move on to something else. At least I hope it says that it's done when we get done with this one, because this is the last line that we have. If it doesn't, then I don't know where else to go. Of course. There's still a little bit there, but we'll see. We'll see if it'll let me go through with this one, because it says it's 96%. So I think it's just one more bell that we need to have before it'll say that it's completed. So we'll test that theory and see. %, complete. I think it's going to be more than one bell. Come on. Alright, so this will be the last bell, hopefully. And then we can get rid of this and put round belling behind us and not choose it again, because that was a horrible, horrible decision on my part, not paying attention and choosing this. Oh, contract is done. Cool. Sucks that it won't let us finish the field, but at the same point, with that particular contract, I'm okay with it. So let's go ahead and collect on that. Let's go check on our person here. He's done. Alright, so I guess it's time that we go into our crop and find out what crop is going in this little field. Oh, it missed a spot right over there, it looks like. Let me get that spot real quick. This goes to show that AI workers are not always the most proficient. Oh, come on, get out. There we go. You know, I was just thinking, I think I put the plow where this was. So we're gonna put this right here. If I can back up. Yeah, as you guys can tell, backing up is not a strong suit for me. But as long as we get it in there, that's all that matters, right? Alright, that's good enough for now. Okay. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Right at a half hour. Alright, so we need to... Oh yeah, I said we're going to go check in on that crop and find out what it is that we're going to be doing. So let's jump to that real quick. Alright, so we got a randomizer here, and the crops that we have on here are going to be barley, canola, carrots, corn, green beans, long grain rice, oats, parsnips, peas, popular, potatoes, red beet, rice, sorghum, soybeans, spinach, sugar beet, sugar cane, and sunflowers. So let's click it and see what we're planting in that small field. Let's see. It's going to be a root crop, ain't it? Come on, corn. So close. Carrots. It's the winner. Alright, let's jump back in the game. Alright, so the winner was carrots. And looking at the carrots, we can't plant them until April. So that field is prepped and ready to go. It's August now. We have to wait all the way until April to plant something in that field. So carrots is the winner. That's what we'll plant, which, I'll be honest, that works for me. That it's in April, because that gives us plenty of time to either A, get enough money to buy the equipment for carrots, to be able to plant it, and to harvest it, or at least enough money saved up to be able to plant and harvest them through leasing. So that takes us into our next thing that we need to do is I need to get the field fertilized, because it's going to need to be fertilized before we can plant. So let's take a look at that real quick. So yeah, 0 fertilization on all of those. And I want to get that grass filled in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump in the tractor, drive up to the store, and we're going to spend some money. I have a seeder, so we just need to get some seed. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's just a lime and fertilizer thing. I don't know, it might do seed. But my fertilizer has currently all of my lime in it. Alright, so yeah, we're going to drive up to the store and we're going to spend some money real quick. So let's run up there and get what we need. Traffic is horrible. But we'll make do. Then again, I can only go 33 miles per hour anyways, so it's not too bad, I suppose, as long as they don't just stop in the middle of the road. Let's see. It must be rush hour. We're good there. We've got all this traffic over here, though. It's like it never ends. Alright, we can go. Alright, let's go ahead and run in here real quick. And did we did, okay. So we need to look at water. So let's get down here to where those barrels are at. We're going to go ahead and get this one. We're going to leave it at normal capacity. Let's see, change color. Because it's going to be water, we're going to change it to a blue. We'll go New Holland blue. Rim color, yeah, all that's fine. So let's buy that. And we need to also get... I'm going to buy a smaller fertilizer. That way we have a fertilizer for the lime. But I'm going to use... See, that one only spreads 30 meters. This one will spread 42. And it's half the cost. Yeah, it's got a smaller capacity. But for fertilizer, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. We are going to extend it to the biggest one. And let's see. Let's change the color. Again, we're going to go New Holland blue. Design color, we're going to go New Holland blue. Cover. Let's go with a New Holland yellow. And let's go ahead and buy that. Actually, you know what? Since we're here and we've got the money, why don't we go ahead and... Let's see. We have this McCormick here already. So let's go ahead and grab... so we've only got 188,000, so we're kind of limited to what we can get up here. I think I'll just get the Massey. Highest setting, I'll take it to 176. We'll just change that to efficient. That takes it down to 170. That still gives us 18,000. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy that as well. Down to 17,000. Just so we have a secondary tractor. And we're going to actually hook that up with this here. The water. And we're going to set this guy... Let's create job. We're going to go to... We're going to set target. See, our farm is right up here. Just get them up here to our farm. To there. And start job. Let him get going. And we will... grab the fertilizer and get up there and start fertilizing. It's blocked by an object. What object are you blocked by? That's what I thought. You aren't blocked by any object. So we'll just follow him up to the farm. Maybe. We may end up passing it depending on how fast it goes. Alright, so what we're going to do is we'll get this one started with the water and getting it back and forth to the water distributor, and then the one that I'm in, we will get the fertilizer going on it. Alright, dude, you're going too slow. As soon as I get over here, he starts to speed up like we're racing. That's okay. I'll get ahead of him. Maybe. There's a car coming. Alright. I'll let you go. Oh, it's lagging. You're an idiot. Well, we never said the drivers were the smartest. Yeah, no. Of course you're blocked, idiot. You did it to yourself. Alright, let's get up here and start getting the water in here at least. Oh wow, that loaded quick. Alright, well, that's gonna take some time because that's super quick. So, let's get over here and at least get the AI worker going on the field with the fertilizer. Let's see, open that. Get over here and get some fertilizer in. All right. I'm going to start him on the big field. So that's the first one that I want to plant. Is grass. This other field can't be planted until next month for wheat. So let's get over here. Okay. And get him going, and we'll start filling in the water on this one. So is that going to be like perfect? Did that put it into there? It did. Haha. That's awesome. So we can just come here and empty it in there. We can just let that continue to go. And it's just going to continue to empty it in there. So we'll do that for a little bit longer. 2 more times, and then we'll check and see how much is actually in the water distributor. Last one. $113. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Need to go ahead and turn on the distribution mode. So output mode is distributing. That's there. Okay. It is getting dark-ish. So let's go check on the greenhouses real quick. Okay, well, that should fill that back up with water. I think actually it might have just done that, so maybe. Let's see if this one filled back up. Nope, not yet, but they will soon enough. Close. Alright, let's see this guy. It's got a little bit more time to go. So I think what we will do is we're obviously not going to be able to get it planted tonight. So I say one last thing I want to do for tonight's episode is, or for today's episode anyways, is I'm going to sell this truck. And with it being so close right now, I don't think I need a truck. I may regret that later and I may get a different vehicle, but on all of my plays on 25, my Riverbend Spring Series, I had this truck, and then on Farm Rescue, this is the truck that I currently have. So to try and get something different, I'm going to get rid of it. So we're good there. Right over here, and we're gonna go ahead and sell it. Let's see, 23,000. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. We'll set it for 6 in the morning. Ooh, gotta love the rain. Oh, it's howling. Come back up here. It doesn't even say that it's supposed to be raining right now. Alright, well, let's speed it up a little bit and see if we can't get it to stop. There we go. Back to ×5. All right. see how he's doing. Now, I bet you that just did some hell damage, probably. Okay, so there's that. Alright, well, let's see what type of contracts there are. See if there's any that we can do that's a quick contract anyways. There's a harvesting contract on 26. Because we've got about 15 minutes left or so. Let's go ahead and... It's 14,000. I have my own stuff for that, so I could do that. Let's see, it's sorghum. It's only 12.9, so that's a possibility. Spraying, wood transport. Yeah. Alright, so I guess we're going to do this one. Accept the contract. And that is fill 26, which is right... No, it's across from where we are. And it's going to sell at the grain station. Alright, well. Let's see what we can do here. Let's grab our harvester. Grab our header, which is right over here. And I personally hate header trailers, so we're going to see if we can try and make it there without needing one. That was what? Fill 26. So if we come out of our area there, we're going to have to go up and take the road over there. Or come down and take the road there. Alright. I think we can get it. Might be a little slow, so we'll turn on the beacons, just so they know that it's going to be a little slow, and that I'm taking up a good portion of the road. I'm going the right way, yeah? Yep, okay. So, I will catch up with you guys at the field.
Every mile's a memory I left fast.
light slice where the daylight's dim. White line preacher, highway prayer. Nothing to lose when you've been nowhere. Chasing the dawn, breaking the chain. Ghost on the shoulder, but I ride through rain. Steel horizons, calling my name. A rebel heart in a diesel flame. I don't look back, I just ride where the thunder rolls and the wild don't hide. Steel horizons, rolling wide. Leave the past in smoke. The road's still mine. Steel horizons, burning bright, where the lost find peace in the black of night. No map, no change, no guide, just a heart that howls and a tank full of pride. Steel horizons, yeah, ride. Steel horizons.
All right, so we got up to the field, and we're actually going to do this one. We're not going to hire an AI worker as of yet. We may, when it comes to what do you call it? Carting. We may do that. But for now, we're going to do it. And go from there. So we're getting close to the end of this episode, and last episode we had said to vote for the crop, or let me know what type of crop you wanted on that other field. Next episode I hope to get cows and or sheep and or goats. So I'm going to leave that vote up to you guys. Comment down below on whether you want to see me get goats or sheep, one or the other. And then for the cows, we know we're going to do beef stock because that's the shed that we have. So do we want to do, what are the two types for those? I believe Angus is one, and I don't remember the other one. So there's two types of beef cow. Which one shall I get for those? We're limited on cash, so we're not going to start out with a bunch, but we will start out with them. So put down in the comments below on if we should get cows or sheep first. And then, depending on which one we get first, also put on there your vote on whether we do what type, either sheep or goats, or the out of the beef stock, I think it's limousine. No, I don't know what it is. I know it starts with an L. Type of cow, or the Angus. So You tell me down in the comments down below on what you think we should get, and we will go from there. So that's your guys' player's choice on the Let's Play for this week, is deciding what we get first, cows or sheep, and then or goats, and then what type we get. So we shall continue. I should have gone the other way around. I just seen the downspout on it. And I just realized that I wasn't paying attention when I started this recording today. And I'm sure the audio on this one is going to suck compared to the one that we normally do, because I, like a dummy, forgot to plug in my headset, so I have the game sound coming out of a speaker, and I am sure that the microphone is picking that up as well. So I apologize for that, and I will get that fixed for the next episode. We're already knee deep, almost done with this episode, so there's no point in me going back and redoing the episode or anything like that. We're just going to let it go. We're going to roll with it, and it is what it is at this point. So let's go ahead and check on our AI worker, see how he's doing. I have no AI workers left. Did he get done with the field? Oh, he might have got done with the field. Yeah, he is out of that. Okay, so since we're here, might as well go ahead and get him started on this other field that's over here. Because in all reality, we need all three fields done. So we'll go ahead and get him started on this one. Not going to take him much time to do that one either. So we got him going there, and we are back over here. And I think what we'll do is we will continue this one until this harvester is full. And that should be almost the 1 hour mark for this episode, where we will end it there. Farm Rescue, again, will be back out, like I said. So our schedule next week is the first full, or this week, actually. This will be Wednesday of the week that I am recording for. Like I said, I'm recording it on Saturday. So we will have a full week of content the week that this drops. We'll have our mod spotlight on Monday, Farm Rescue on Tuesday, Thursday, this one on Wednesday, and then we will have our winning game that will be debuting on Friday. So full week next week, and going forward for the channel. We'll be posting 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and I'll be resting on the weekends. Well, not really resting. I will be continuing to record everything on the weekends for the most part. I can't record the Let's Play or the Friday night gaming variety games until after Monday, because we don't know for sure which game it's going to be, and voting doesn't end until Monday. So I will have to record that one next week, but I think I got my recording schedule under control, and we shouldn't see any more delays in our recording schedule. Alright, so that one is done. It only had one header pass, so we can now actually start this the proper way, having that face the correct direction. And we will start right over here on this side. Get that going until it is full, which should be any moment. There we go, there's the 100%. So, next episode we'll start off with getting a tractor over here for that. And, let's see, how's this guy doing? Let's take the stones off. So, he's going to keep going there. So, let's jump back up here real quick. Let's go visit. Alright, so again, you guys are going to choose whether we get sheep or cows first. And for the sheep, you get to choose on if we're going to do... Where's my trigger? Sheep. If you choose sheep, are we going to do landrace? Is that Stein's calf? I don't know how to say that. Swiss Black, Brown, Mountain, or Black Welsh sheep? Or are we going to get goats? If you choose cows, let's just jump over there. It's a lot quicker. Visit. For cows, are we going to get the, let's see, Brown Swiss and Holstein are milkers. So, Limousin or the Angus. So, those are the two cows you get to choose from. We're not going to do water buffalo, so you only get to choose between Angus or Limousin, and then, of course, the sheep or the goats on those. So let me know down in the comments below on what you want to do with those. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, share with your other farming friends, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.